Shalom. We are... I don't even know what I was going to say. Just rewind a bit. Right, I had a plan. And I had a plan to go to this magnificent palace in Granada. Now, I didn't realise that you have to book a ticket for this place. So I was like, okay, I'll get a ticket last night. I did not realise that these tickets sell out months in advance. I was like, oh, fuck. I really wanted to go to this place and have a look around, do a load of photography in it. And I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. And then I found out if you wait up, they release a limited number of tickets just after midnight for that day. And so I was like, okay, I'll wait up. Was on the website. 1 minute passed. Refreshed the page to get a ticket. The website fucking crashed because there was that many people trying to get a ticket for the next day. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, man. So then I managed to get in, and then by the time the page reloaded, all gone. I was just like, no. So yeah, so that was interesting. So from that, I've then come to Nerja Caves. That's where we are today. So we managed to get a ticket for that. There was also this other thing I really wanted to do while I was here. Again, I didn't realise you had to book a ticket for this. And then again, sells out months in advance. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? Because that was like, out of the two, I was like, I would really like to do this one. Like, I can deal with not going to the palace for this, but I really want to do this thing on this trip. Luckily, the gods were looking down on me on that last night because I managed to get the only ticket left for like a month, and in late afternoon, and I was like, there is no way that's just happened. But yeah, that's the only ticket left. I managed to pick it up. So I'm going on Tuesday, which is the last full day I have in Spain here. So my actual time for the Nerja caves is in like 15 minutes. Apparently here it's got like the largest column in the world. I'll have to like double check the factual accuracy of this, but I briefly read it. So yeah, we're not really we just got like a little camera rig. Do you know, I haven't been in a cave in ages, and apparently this cave's meant to be massive. I like big caves. The last cave I went in was Cheddar, and I can't remember if it got really cold inside, so I bought a jumper just in case, but it's really warm outside here. We're down by the beach, we're down by the sea, we're only at 156 meters above sea level, and yeah, so I'm going to see you inside. Look at this. I feel like I'm in Minecraft. Look how cool that is. Look at that. How cool that is. All these different little roots. Need to deploy some torches, otherwise we're going to get some creepers spawning in. Look at that, looks like it's got a little face on it. Looks like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. Gryffindor. Prepared to be amazed. Look at that. How majestic. How majestic is that? I don't know if you steamed up. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to. Is that better? Maybe. But look at that. That's majestic. This is real life Minecraft, people. So I believe that there is the largest column in the world or something. But look at that. They're majestic. Look at that as well. This place is awesome. How cool would it be? Look at that staircase. This is a bat cave. How cool would it be to live in a cave? Look at that. Our ancestors had it right. You know, they had a good life. They lived in caves. Look at all this. All this. It's not even bigger. There's more. What held up? Look at this. It goes around. Look at that. Keeps going. I was like, oh, there's not much of the cave left, and then bam, there's all that. Majestic. Look at all that. That's very cool. Do you know what? I'm kind of seeing what cave divers seeing, exploring places like this. You know, you gotta go for a little hole to get into a place like this. I'm too large for cave diving. I would get stuck 100%. Okay, I was wrong. So that column back there wasn't the largest one. This is. That is a behemoth. That's insane. That is insane. Look at that. That's the big boy. The big boy. Here it is. We're right near it now. Look how majestic that is. I wonder how long that took to form. Should have got the audio thingy majiggy at the desk. Look at that. Shit. That is a big. I want to give it a little touch. Oh, moist. I've now destroyed that weak ecosystem with one fingerprint. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wait, you see me against it. I'm tiny. Does it work? Kind of see, but look at that. It's big. And then you got over there. Oh, this place is wicked. It was really cheap as well to get in. It was like €13 for this. And there's like a garden, like a botanical garden here as well, apparently. But beautiful. In hindsight, when you look back at that one, what I thought was the biggest one is tiny. I'm like, oh wow, that was massive, and then you go to the actual big one, you're like, oh, that is massive. And now that one's just a little stick compared to what that was. Check out this. We got the Americano on the go. Sea views. It's so hot as well, so hot. So let's put some sun cream on. I was burning alive. Anyway, so I did some research on the Nerja caves and why it was famous, and the largest column is Whitefall. Now, after some googling, it turns out that giant beast is the world's largest stalactite. How cool is that? I think I've somehow embarked on the start of a hike. I've got no water, nothing. Just my little camera pack. There's like some music shit going on. I don't even know what's going on there. But yeah. Let's keep moving. Oh, it's like a TV. I think it's watching TV. Everyone's in suits. Why is everyone in a suit? I think what is going on? I'm scared. I'm now left the confines of the cave area. I don't even know where I'm going now. This is just like a little trail. It comes out the gate and then you kind of go this way. It's very very deserty. All I know is it is so hot. like so hot, it's unreal. And it's you're like, oh, what, like 35, 40 degrees? No, it's 22 degrees, and I'm absolutely frying. Benefits of being ginger. In the summer, none. In the winter, many. There's the sea. If you're far enough that way, you will be able to see Africa, Morocco mainly. And yeah, I'm not too sure. What the hell is this? Ah, that's spiky. It's part of the cave people. I don't know. Maybe just go this way. Maybe there's no snakes or something. Right, we're going back the way we just came. Because all of a sudden that Americano has hit my arse like a freight train. And I walked past the toilet, so I was like, yes, we're going to retreat for the betterment of the realm. And then we'll see. Because there's another way actually. If you go out and then down, there was like a little viewing platform that said botanical. So I thought it would have been all in one area, like in the gated bit, but I don't know. But do you know what? I'm really happy that everything's turned out the way it has. So me not being able to get to the palace and coming here instead was great, because I didn't have that on my side quest list, and I have a massive side quest list for Spain, and that was not on there, and it was popped up as like something near where I was. It was only like an hour and a bit drive, so it's like something near, and I was just like, yeah, that's cool, I like caves, and that was awesome. So universe, everything happens for a reason. So if I had managed to get to the palace, I wouldn't have known about this place or come here. So look at that. Just when you think you can't get a ticket for something, there's no need to like be like, oh no, my life is ruined. Just roll the punches, buddy. And then you end up with cool places like this randomly. So it was like some massive speech going on. It's like the United Nations. There's like all like different flags and everything. Run away. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Botanical garden. That's where I was trying to go on the path. That's how I thought it led, but it's actually here. Look at this. Biogeographical sectors. I've never read some words that long without ballsing up before. Okay, now that's just taking a piss. Right, how do we say this? Malacitano Almagerinis. Okay, no, we're going to give up on that. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the view of majesticness. Look at that. So yeah, if you keep driving that way, you get to Malaga, and then another hour on, you get to Marbella. I was in Marbella in April, and honestly, I did not like that place. It felt so. I spent a bit of time in like the town, which was actually quite nice. And then you go to Port Banús, and that place is literally fucking soulless. Like, it is a soulless place, Port Banús. I got taken over there with some friends, and we were in a restaurant, and apparently fucking David Hay walked behind me, and they were like, oh, it's David Hay, and I was like, I'm not turning around. So yeah, but the whole vibe of that part of Marbella is soulless, man. Like, there's no life in terms of like culture or, oh look, it's a little paraglider, man, hello. There's no like culture and shit. It's just like a soulless place. You're gonna go anywhere Don't go to Marbella, man. It's not that good. Apart from the sea. The sea's nice. The guy in the shop, the botanical garden, had a bike with a cat carrier on it, legend already, and then he was just blasting Pink Floyd. That's legendary status. Look at all these plants. There's a garden I want to go to, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's something for the poison garden. I really want to go to it. It looks well cool. There's a fig. Even though I'm out the tree in the street, you know, I do remember some things. Some. There's just loads of little plants. Some lavender. Wow. I don't know. Where are we going? There's no like route. It's just kind of like you're left to your own devices and have fun. It's kind of cool. Do we go down or up? We're gonna go. I'm feeling down. Alright, so we're done with the botanical gardens. Pretty much done here now. So my plan is to drive back to the hotel and then just stop off on the way. It's like an hour and a half back. Traffic apparently is a bit more worse. I think I need to get some super glue. The car I rented is not in the best of, like, there's some things on it which I have not done, but they're gonna blame me for. Like the wheel arch is like semi-popped, so I'm gonna glue it back. So yeah, see what we can find.